Hi, my name is Rhonda Febbo. I'm a teacher at Lodi High School. I teach special ed. Over the years, I've taught math. This year, currently, I teach financial literacy and also collaborative with integrated science. I started volunteering, now I'm going to age myself, in my 20s, and what I did was I basically helped in the homeless shelter by cooking and bringing meals to the shelters there. I also worked in a center where it was a detention center in the city of Newark, where I would actually be like a big sister, and we would just go to these detention centers, and I would work one-on-one with the teenagers that were there. What I've done over the years, I usually do a lot with homeless shelters in the sense of preparing the food, bringing the food there. I've done also where I was a house mother in Pennsylvania for like every month. I would go there for a weekend, and I would actually work with, actually act like a house mother. I would take care of seniors that had Alzheimer's and teenagers that had problems, and I would actually be the house mother in the sense of cooking with them, meeting with their needs. I also done volunteer work in Mexico and Texas, where I actually went down to Mexico and I would bring clothing and toys. It was during Christmas time to an orphanage that we were working at in Mexico, and we also did a lot of bringing food and clothing and toys to children in certain parts of Texas that I went to. What I usually like to do is, what I find out with volunteering is very fulfilling. I like the fact that I actually help other people. I love meeting their needs. It's a thing that I always tell my students that they should really go out and volunteer, because I do one class, one lesson where we actually do something with charity work. And I feel that's like a big thing that you should do in your life, to see how you can help others, and also see how other people, like the needs of other people out there. Oh, okay. My most memorable experience, I think it would have to be when I was the house mother in Pennsylvania, because what I found out too was that I worked with kids that had problems, and I didn't see them as having problems. I mean, they were kids that really needed to be loved and accepted. The fact that they were actually living with seniors that had Alzheimer's was amazing, because how they would work with each other and how they would live together. Like, they actually both kind of fulfilled a need with each other. Like, wherever the child was lacking or teenager was lacking, somehow that senior citizen, the older person, would actually be able to fulfill it. And I just found it very fulfilling, because I don't know, it was very hard work. I did it for like over a year and a half. It was a volunteer, like I said, did once a month though, but I actually relieved the actual house parents for them to get a break, so that they can go and do what they had to do, like a reprieve. And I actually had to step in and do what they did, like feed the kids, feed the senior citizens, and I just felt that fulfilling. Volunteer, yes, and all. Try to see, get involved. I mean, there's a lot of organizations out there. You can look on the internet. I mean, definitely the one big thing is people say that homeless shelters. Yes, they do need a lot of help. There's a lot of organizations in New Jersey that do a lot of things with the homeless. There's also other organizations, and also there's, I think there's a Lodi's Boys and Girls Club. That's a great part to do volunteer work there too, because they also need volunteer help with running the after-school programs and the many programs that they do there.